Hey guys, welcome back to the Retro Reptile, and I want to show you guys some the babies that I produced this year, this 2018 season, and I have a different variations of what I actually hit, and we'll be showing you all of them and breaking down the genes to the best that I can. This is something that not a lot of people are working with, and I'm glad and I'm very privileged to be working with these set of genes. So what we have here, we have this first one I'll show you. This is a Hog Island boa. This is also het for leopard. So this grouping is the sunset leopard. Beautiful animal. Now what I can say personally with Hog Island's het for leopard, you really don't see much of the leopard influence in the animal. Now, am I still waiting for it to grow out and age out? Possibly, you might see a little bit more of the leopard influence in it. But as for right now, as a baby, the Hog Island 66% het leopard doesn't have any visual hues to it. So, still a very nice boa and quite uncommon. The next boa I'll be showing you guys is an amazing boa, of course. And this is the sunset. This is the hypo hog, 66% het leopard. Sorry guys. So as you can see here in a hypo hog, more reduced pattern than a regular hypo. And this is out of an orange tail line of hypo hogs. So a lot of that orange coloration in the tail. Beautiful. Get a good look at that. Very nice. So this is a hypo hog, 66% het leopard. And once again, I can tell you this is these are quite uncommon. Not a lot of people are really working with the sunset leopard. And actually, Retro Reptile was the first to produce the sunset leopard in Canada. Now I'm not sure if it's been produced in the States or Europe, but as for Canada, I'm the first one to produce it. Now the next boa I'll be showing you, this is also another hypo hog. Sorry guys, another hypo hog. I get quite mixed up with the genes. Now this one is a little bit more of a reduced pattern. This is more of a pattern and speckling in this hypo compared to this one I showed previously. So a little bit more of patterning in this one. More showing, I believe, more of the blemishing pattern is coming from the leopard gene in this. These are all 66% het leopards. Beautiful orange tail. And one thing I have realized with working with this gene, I'm not sure if you could pick it up on camera, but you get a little bit of an orange hue that falls on the boa. All the way up of his back dorsal pattern to his even side. You get an orange hue off the boa. Very, very amazing. So the sunset has a lot of hidden colors and a lot of hidden genes. I can't wait to see what it can do in the future. They can barely stay. And the last boa I'll be showing you, well, not last but not least, is the sunset. So this right here is a sunset 66% het albino. So this actually is holding two traits of the hypo gene and 66% het leopard. So it's also a hog as well. So super hypo hog. Beautiful. And as you can see, it has the full dorsal pattern in the back. The tail is just amazing, and the oranges that take up in this boa. I am telling you, the sunset boa is a total underrated. For the future, I plan to probably mix this in with blood. I want to create the most reddest boa out of this. So I want to mix this in with the blood gene and possibly albino in the future. Beautiful female. Alright, now I'll be showing you guys the complete form of these animals. So right here I have two amazing animals. And this is the first of its kind in Canada, like I said. And it doesn't really shine as much as in camera, but in person, this animal is exceptionally red and orange. It almost looks like Halloween colors. Presents to call this the Halloween leopard, which is the sunset leopard gene. Beautiful boa. And you have that super look to it, that fairly reduced pattern. Completely more red than a regular hypo leopard. Totally amazing. And the tail, as we go down to the tail, it's fairly reduced and it's just completely orange. And that is the sunset leopard. Now, I also produced an amazing hypo leopard. Now, I'm still waiting to really see if this is the hypo hog leopard. I'm possibly bleeding. I can only breed it out to tell if it's the hypo hog leopard. It's definitely not a super, so it's not the sunset leopard, but I believe this is the hog leopard. If I compare it to the super, they're almost fairly the same. So I believe it is holding that hog gene. Boa's not really working with us today. They're all over the place, but beautiful female. And I'm very sorry that the light and the camera does not show this boa justice. This boa has a light hue to it as well, almost like a blemishing look to it. And it's amazing to compare all the snakes together to really see what the sunset leopard can produce. So I'm urging everybody to start working with the sunset leopard, as I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this, and I'd love to see what more else can come out of the sunsets. So it's quite amazing and quite beautiful. Alright guys, thank you for tuning into the Retro Reptile, and don't forget guys to comment, like, and subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram